Joe, hold on. Do you want me to turn off this light? Let's see. Is
What's
that
going
better?
on today, boys? We got a special guest, one of me and James's good buddies from Linden, Quinn Bressler. Quinn, what's up, man?
How's it going, guys? Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, Quinn, we're
Always.
honored to have you on the Joe Throws podcast.
I'm honored to be
Sir.
here, James.
James, we've been talking about the Sox a little bit. I think it's getting a little frail here. I know we're kind of pissed off right now with the whole, you know, how it's gone since the second half started. But, the first day of training
Definitely.
camp was today, but we got to talk a little Pats here. It's coming up in a month and a half. We probably got a month and a half till week one.
Yeah.
James, what do you got to say, man?
I mean, I want to say I'm very optimistic for the Patriots this season. I think that we made some improvements in the offseason on both ends of the ball. We got better offensively, we got better defensively, and we got better on the sideline with Mike Vrabel. So that's the biggest thing. All I'm saying is if Mike Vrabel can get that Tennessee Titans team to the AFC Championship, he can get this Patriots team to the playoffs. So, I mean, mind you, that Titans team had Derrick Henry, but I'd argue that Drake May has a higher ceiling than Ryan Tannehill. So,
Well, your
and
argument is pretty good.
and there's better
Yeah.
receivers on, and Stephon Diggs is better than any receiver Ryan Tannehill ever had in Tennessee. So,
Julio?
AJ Brown? I mean,
Julio?
Stephon
oh,
Diggs is better than AJ
Julio.
Brown.
Prime. I mean, if it was prime
Right now?
Julio, but
Right now, you want to have AJ Brown
I mean,
or
Stephon
Stephon
Diggs is
Diggs?
definitely better than AJ Brown.
uh maybe Diggs in his prime, but
Diggs is coming out
I'm
of
AJ
saying
the
Brown's
in the,
probably
well,
better.
in
Yeah,
their prime. I mean, Brown's better now, but I'm saying in their prime, Diggs was definitely better.
I'll agree with that.
That's
But
close.
I will say, and also in terms of the Patriots' offensive improvements, people talk about Stephon Diggs coming off an ACL tear. And what I tell people is, I'm like, I don't think that you watch the Patriots every week like I do and really analyze what the fuck's going on every single week. But I said, listen, Stephon Diggs could have played for the Patriots with a torn ACL last year and been better than any receiver we had on the field, completely injured.
Well,
I,
yeah, I mean, Diggs is big, but needs some more pieces, I think, but to get to where we want to
Yeah, but
go.
we got Hunter Henry. I mean, he's the best. I mean, he's great. I'm a big Hunter Henry guy.
Oh, we're
Thanks.
big
He
Hunter.
might
We
be
love Hunter Henry,
I
but I
love
mean, is
Hunter
he?
Henry around here.
he
But
might be the
I
best
don't
tight
know
end
if
in the
he's a top.
division, to be honest.
I don't know if he's a top 10 tight end. He might
He
be.
might be the best tight end in the division, though, to be
Well,
honest. Because
James
Dalton
Darren
Kincaid
Waller.
stinks.
James Darren Waller's in the division now.
I don't care. Darren Waller's been retired for a year. He's washed.
Dude,
Well,
he's on the physically unable to perform list already.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's
the
lost.
guy's a bum.
So Quinn, me and James, we like to mess around a little bit, but what are your the biggest concerns, I think, out of the two would be either receiver to you or is it offensive line? Like pertaining to the performance of this season, I would say.
Honestly, I think the offensive line is going to be the thing we need to look at more, right? Because I think our wide receiver room, they're upgraded. Not saying that our O line isn't as well, but wide receivers, if they don't get open and the line gives them time, I mean, that's on the wide receivers, right? But if a wide receiver runs a great route, but Drake May gets hit instantly because our line breaks down, like that's on the line. So I think especially for a young quarterback, getting time in the pocket to survey the field, not just go to your first read. If that's not open, you get sacked. I think that O line is going to be way more important to the success of the team this season. But both units are going to have to work together to succeed.
Agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still to question with with the O line, especially at our center, Bradbury, from Minnesota. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen him. Moses is older. He's an older guy. I paid a lot of money for him.
Yep.
We got to see what happens with Campbell and Owenu is pretty good. He's a good O lineman.
Will
He's pretty.
Campbell, mark my words. Will Campbell is going to be a stud. He's going to be a
He's got
stud.
those short arms, James. We'll see.
I don't care if he's got short arms.
I saw the
The guy's
press
a fucking
conference after he got
truck.
drafted.
That made me love him. Just the press
Yo,
conference. I don't like.
I mean, he's
I
a
don't care. I don't
you're
care
right.
if he misses a fucking tackle and Drake May gets blown up and fumbles the football because I love Will Campbell. So I mean that interview, I'm sold.
Well, it
James,
looks
I'm
like
gonna
me
hold
and
you
James,
to that.
Quinn, me and James are going to be going down to training camp in a couple weeks. Probably we'll go talk to Will Campbell. Then me and
Yeah, we
James will come back
will.
in the car. He'll sack. He'll get Drake May will get sacked, and James will come back and he's the
Fuck.
worst player of
That's what
all
I'll do.
time.
Fuck. Yo,
He needs
cut
to be
this
cut.
guy. Cut
Yeah,
this guy
yeah.
now.
He says it's over.
It's
No,
over.
I
no.
knew he was gonna be a bust.
Quinn has seen Joey. Quinn has seen many a Patriot football game. He's probably seen every Patriot game with me the last 2 years, pretty much. So Quinn knows exactly how I react on Sundays when the Patriots are playing.
Yeah. Mac Jones does well. Mac Jones is the greatest QB in the league. Zappy comes in, has a good week. Zappy's way better than Mac Jones. Zappy plays bad. Get Mac back in there.
So glad that era is over. I'm so glad.
Me too.
Yeah. That
Drake
was a
May's at least
toxic QB
tolerable.
room.
Drake May's at least tolerable to watch.
Well, Mac was in his first year, and then he just kind of lost his groove. And so did Bailey Zappi, and so did Belichick. Belichick just didn't care. In my opinion, in his last 4 years, after 21, he really didn't give a crap.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the Patriots made a big mistake back in 2019, choosing to stick with Belichick instead of Tom Brady. So
Well, I don't think there was no choosing. I think Brady wanted out.
yeah, but it was because of Belichick and some of the other things going on.
Well, yeah, it was all Belichick.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
saying if
but
Robert Kraft had been like, hey, we have the greatest quarterback to ever play in the history of this fucking league on our team, I don't care who's coaching. Get him out of
went
here.
from went from the offensive line to the Tom Brady very quick.
Get him out of here.
Yeah,
If we just
but
had Brady back, all our problems would be solved.
I
Yeah,
remember
we would
I
have had
remember when
another
Gronk
Super Bowl.
when they were talking on 98.5, they were talking about how Gronk might return, and I think someone asked him like, would you come back to the Patriots?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, you know how all the guys do that. They always like
Yeah.
sneak a return it or whatever." I still
Well,
think Gronk would be the best weapon on this team right now.
oh, definitely.
I still think he would be.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
He'd help the
But
O
anyway,
line too.
yeah, he would.
Like
He'd be
the
a great
blocking.
blocking tight end. He'd be a
Yeah.
great. You know, who's a
He would.
great blocking tight end? N'Keal Harry. Like, as bad as he was as a receiver, the guy knew how to block. That's
He
why he was
did.
on our roster.
Yeah.
Because he
His
could
run
block.
blocking was
He was
great.
just pretty much an offensive lineman at that point.
And then Polk and Baker are just divas sitting on the sidelines and just can't, whatever. I know we'll get into
That
that in a little bit, but
That guy
Dude.
Jalen Polk can't catch a cold. I don't want to see this guy running routes anymore.
he didn't
Keep
show
him
up
on
to
the-
camp today. He probably
Keep
won't
him
make
on the practice
roster.
squad.
He
Keep
won't
him
make
on
the
the
roster.
practice
He's a
squad.
second
Cut
round
him.
pick.
I don't care what happens. Cut him. Put him on the practice squad. I don't want to see that guy run a fucking route.
James, how about we ship him off for a bag of chips? Let's get
I
something
don't care.
out.
Give Quinn a new fucking sausage stand to run outside of Gillette Stadium for fucking Jalen Polk, and I'd be happy.
I had some optimism, but the fact that we traded back for him tells me the whole story. Anyways, so James and Quinn, I got a question. So what win total do you think is like a successful season? Because I know back-to-back 4-win seasons, I mean, that's terrible, but
For me, I would say 8 or better. I would think is a good season for the Pats because then that's four win improvement from the last 2 years. So I would say 8 or better. I would be pretty happy with the season.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of growing pains. So, I mean, 8 wins would be a successful season. I mean, I know some of the press have put, the expectations for the Patriots sky high.
I mean, we have the easiest schedule in football.
Too.
Yeah, but that's crazy because we haven't had an easy schedule. I remember like since 2021, our schedule has been like top 10 hardest the last 4 years.
Yeah.
But
it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they need to get to 8 wins to be like, because
I do too.
That's great. But you could be, but the thing is with me is like you can be an 8-win team and be terrible, but you can also be an 8-win team and be like competitive. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully they're
So Quinn,
competitive.
here's my question for you because Joey and I did our predictions already on the season. I have them written down right in front of me. I want to see, in the wise words of Jameis Winston, Quinn, how many W's are the Patriots eating this year? In
All
your
right,
honest
James.
assessment, going game by game on their schedule, and then I'll
Going
tell you
game by
ours
game.
after,
All
like
right.
week
I
by
got
week.
Week 1 they
James.
got I got the
Yeah,
list right.
yeah.
Week 1
I got up and I have score predictions for the games
okay.
too.
Oh, nice. This guy's an
Let's
analytical demon.
All
Noise taught him well.
He did.
right. So the Raiders week 1. I got
Yep.
Patriots starting out with a nice win over Geno Smith and the Raiders, 23-17.
Okay. I also have a Patriot win, and Joey also had a Patriot win.
You know what's crazy is he got a game-winning drive last year against the Seahawks. That's crazy.
Yeah,
He
that
did.
was crazy.
But fuck him, it's the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean that game could go either way though. Like, it's really going
I
to
think it'll be
depend on
close.
what the young
I think the
guys can
Raiders
do.
are going to be better this year, but
Yeah.
It's going to be close. That's all I'm saying.
all right, Quinn, week 2 at Miami.
At Miami, that's a loss. We never
Yeah,
beat Miami at Miami. It's going to
yeah,
be
we
17
got a
to
loss
30.
too.
That's a loss.
Yeah,
Tua
we
will
got
still be
losses too.
healthy.
All right, Quinn. Week 3 at Pittsburgh versus Pittsburgh.
This might be a crazy take. I have the Patriots losing 20-21.
See, Joey also had a Patriot loss. I have a Patriot W because fuck the Steelers. So,
Got out Will
Fair
Perkins.
enough. Yeah, I just think that
and I can't wait.
Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, that experience that they have, I think the Patriots are going to have some growing pains, and I
Yeah,
think that's
but
going to
He's
come out
probably
against a
coming
more
back.
veteran team.
But put that
Coming
aside.
back from
Put
Miami.
that
though.
aside. Put that aside, though. You're gonna have a fucking 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers who can't throw a football anymore under center. I don't care that he's got DK Metcalf out there. You're gonna see Aaron Rodgers over the middle, Christian Gonzalez, pick 6, Patriots win.
Well, James does make a point because remember last year when they played the Seahawks,
Aaron Rodgers fucking stinks.
Gonzalez like locked up DK Metcalf.
It's true. He's
I
got
don't
a
care.
number.
But at the same time, the Steelers' defense is like going to be top 5 in the NFL. So,
Yeah, I could see TJ having a field day.
and I mean, Will Campbell's probably going to have a tough day. It's going to be. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
Will Campbell's first big boy game because I mean, the
Oh,
Dolphins.
for sure. Because
The Dolphins got who did they got? I don't know on their line, D line, and then the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders got Crosby. Can't forget about him.
Yeah, Crosby. Yep. Yeah, Crosby's good.
all right, Quinn. Week 4 versus Carolina.
Don't worry, Patriots get back on track with this one. Win 30-14.
Joey and I both had dubs.
They need to win at home this year. They have never win at home.
Damn, you got
Yeah.
you got them scoring 14. Fuck,
The
Bryce Young
Panthers?
isn't that good.
Well, they got
No.
McMillan now. They got McMillan and they got
Yeah.
Bryce
That
Young
is
was
true.
pretty
Hey,
good
That is
last
true.
year.
Bryce Young was a little bit flew under the radar at the end of last year.
He
James,
did. He had a good year.
He had
He had a good year.
6 rushing touchdowns last year.
No, he had a good year.
Yeah.
Quinn, week 5 at the Bills. I'll tell you right now, Joey and I got a loss.
And I'm going to add to that loss column with you guys. 23-34, Patriots lose.
Now, Quinn, here's the thing. Week 6 through 9, this is a great stretch of Patriot football. Week
Yep.
6 at the Saints, W for me and Joey.
I got to win 20-10 against the Saints. A
Week
little bit
7
low
at
scoring.
Week 7 at the Titans, I got a W. Joey's got a W. No way Mike Vrabel's letting us lose to his former team. It ain't gonna happen.
I got a W there too. Cam Ward is not getting it done. 23-20, Patriots win.
Week 8 versus the Browns, Joey and I, W's.
Another W. Browns, that they're just not going to be good. There's just no way. Unless Shedeur turns into prime Tom Brady, it's not happening.
Week
They
9
lose.
versus
Go ahead,
week
sorry.
week 9 versus Atlanta. Another
That could
2
go,
W's
honestly.
from
That could
Joey
go.
and I.
That could be that's another.
Uh,
That's like a Packers game to me. That could go either way.
I mean, I have a win, but I agree it could go either way.
Joey, what did you have for that?
I think I had a win, but I think it's gonna go.
I have you down for a W.
I think I think you could pull it out.
I
They're
have a loss. I have the Falcons winning this one 27-24.
It's going to be a close
No,
one. But I said at
no,
home, like
I
it's
think,
at home. Like
yeah,
Atlanta doesn't come up to New England. Like this is the furthest they're probably going to go up east,
true.
and it's going to be a
no,
cold one. I mean,
Tyree.
it's going to be cold, but it's going to be chilly. It's going to be like 55, 40 degrees,
You
45,
know, they're not used to
55.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know that.
But the thing is, too, I mean, Tyrese is going to be sick when Young Wei Koo misses a game-winning field goal for the Falcons and the Patriots win.
I'll be at this next game. I'll be at the
Oh
Bucks.
yeah, week 10, Quinn, Joey, and I L's. I'm sorry, we got
Yeah.
Patriots
Yeah,
L's.
I'm gonna be going to
Baker
another L
Mayfield's
game
a
with
little
the
too good.
Pats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
got
got
lost there.
we got losses. Now the next week, we have the Patriots getting back on the beam here versus the Jets in week 11. We both got W's.
I will add to that W's right there. Big,
All
big
right,
win.
week 12 at the Bengals. Joey and I both got losses.
Yeah, the Bengals aren't going to sell the game like they did last year. The Patriots could have a great day offensively, but somehow Joe Burrow will throw for 500 yards.
Yep, I mean, I think this next one too, Quinn, is pretty easy. Week 13 versus the Giants. Two W's
I think
again
that's another
for
one
me
that can
and
go either
Joey.
way. I
No,
think
fuck
that's
the Giants. We're not losing. Fuck them. They suck.
I don't know.
I think it depends on what QB is playing
It's
for
gonna
the
be rough.
Giants at
I
that
think it's
point.
gonna be Russ. I think
If
Russ
Yeah,
it's
got the whole
if it's gonna
season.
be Jackson Dart though, I mean, come on.
you
I'm
see his
gonna
first
yeah,
pass and the
yeah,
drills
yeah,
got
yeah.
intercepted. Yeah,
Yeah, but people were saying this about Drake May a couple weeks ago at minicamp. He was fucking he threw like four interceptions or something like that on his first like 10 throws or something. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's minicamp in June.
it's a good point. One throw doesn't define, how the season's going to go, even how the whole preseason's going to go.
Yeah. Quinn, week 15 at Buffalo. I have a W. Joey has a loss.
Now, we usually split with Buffalo, so I was really deciding with what I want to give this game, but I ended up going with it's going to be a loss to the Bills, a close one though, 14-17.
I think that's fair. I just picked the win in this one because this one's at Gillette, then a loss in the first one because we're on the road in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Um, all right, this is where Joey and I differ here in week 16 at Baltimore. I have a loss, Joey has a win.
Hey,
Joe, you
listen,
got a win against
dude.
Baltimore? I love
It's a
that
home
take,
game,
but
isn't it? Is it a
No,
home?
it's at Baltimore.
I mean, listen, Drake May's first like big boy game gets that W, get on the game-winning drive against Baltimore. I don't know, like it could be a really good game, like Lamar versus Drake. Come on, I think it's gonna be a good game.
I mean the Pats did beat the Ravens with Cam Newton
Yeah, in 2020.
a
Yeah, but
couple years ago.
the Ravens were not nearly as good as they are.
Listen,
Yeah.
our D line could stop Derrick Henry. I'm just kidding. We'll see
No,
about
but
that.
Mike
Guys,
Vrabel's got the game plan though, Joey.
Milton
That's a
Williams and
good point.
Barmore are getting 15 sacks each.
No, that's a good point though. Joey brings up about Derrick Henry. If anybody knows how to stop him, it's Mike Vrabel. He coached him for years. He knows what his weakness is. He
It's
saw that
true.
guy every single day.
It's a great point. I have that one as a close loss, so I would not be surprised. I feel like Ravens later in the year, that could be a big game with playoff implications, maybe even. So that could swing.
Yeah. Week 17 at the Jets, another two W's for me and Joey.
Yep, I got another win for the Pats there.
And
They're
then
gonna
week
beat the Jets.
18 versus the Miami Dolphins. Joey and I both have W's.
Yep, we always split with the Dolphins. I mean, Tua's had our number, but Tua will be concussed by week 18, so we'll be good.
Two will be concussed by week 4.
I think the biggest games of the season is these swing games, the Raiders, Atlanta, and the Giants. Like those games to me,
Baltimore.
like not even no those that's like a I think Baltimore's too much of a they're too good. Like these teams that I'm talking
Tampa
like
maybe.
no,
Steelers.
eh. I
Steelers
think
could be a
I think
swing
those
game.
people are all like I think they're over on them, and I think like the Giants, the Atlanta, and the Raiders, they're all like teams that are kind of similar to us. And if we don't beat those teams, like we're not gonna be in the playoffs. Like those are like those
Right.
games to me are like the bigger games because of that. And also we need to sweep the Jets. And honestly, like you can't lose both games of Buffalo. I know I think I have both games lost, but you can get in this playoffs. I mean, you could be a top 6 team in the AFC. It just depends on how they play, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
The
and Quinn,
go ahead.
my overall record, Quinn, for the Patriots this year is 12-5. I have Joey down at 11-6.
and I got 9-8, James. That was my total there.
I mean, if I remember talking to you, Quinn, before school ended, I said I think 9-8 is a realistic, finish. I would be happy with that. But I think 12-5 is also attainable, same as 11-6. We do have an easy
Absolutely.
schedule. If we play, if the young guys play to potential and things like that, we have, a chance to really make some noise in the AFC.
Yeah. I
No,
like
I
that
got it.
the go ahead.
What were you saying, Quinn?
I like that the tougher games are sort of spread out in the schedule. So that
Hmm.
way, like the Patriots can build a little momentum, as long as they beat the teams that they should beat. They'll get a little momentum heading into the games that are going to be the swing games, that are going to be against the playoff teams from last year. We're going to be against Super Bowl contenders like Bills and Ravens. Like the Bills and Ravens back to back
And
is really the
Bengals.
toughest stretch.
Yeah, and you should New Orleans, Tennessee, and Cleveland. That should be a 3-game sweep.
Right.
And you
Yeah,
shouldn't
for sure.
lose those
And
games.
4.
Eh,
I mean, because
Atlanta's
I got Atlanta as a win.
gonna be tough.
Michael
Penix looks
Penix
good. I
Jr.
think Penix is gonna be good.
I'm not sold on that guy yet. I haven't seen enough.
But Quinn, I got a
Also,
question for you and James.
yeah.
Is it fair to say that this team isn't really an underdog anymore because of how the media has treated them differently than years prior? Because they've said the Patriots should make the playoffs just because of how great they drafted, how great they did in free agency, and how they think Drake May is going to look with Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
that I think that the Patriots have kind of gone from like an underrated or like, how they're a younger team to now like a team with high expectations. A lot because the media said, like you said, draft was great, free agency was great. They have an easy schedule. So I really hope that the Patriots do well so that way they can meet some of the expectations that are being set on them, but I don't want this to cause too much like pressure on the team, and I don't want like I'm hoping that us as fans like we don't expect too much out of them. With so many young pieces, with so many new coaches, with so many new players in free agency, there's bound to be things that go wrong. So it's going to be tough to, make sure that we're not overbearing on the team, I guess, if that makes sense. Not that like us three as individuals have any effect on
Yeah.
that, but
I mean, I get to what you're saying, Quinn, but to the point of me as a Patriots fan, the things that are frustrating is just like if we lose a swing game to a really good team, like I can live with that. It's just like if we lose to somebody like fucking Carolina or Cleveland, like to me those or the Jets, like to me those are 3 teams like you have to beat the
I
bad teams.
I
You
think
have to beat the
the
bad
Jets are going to be
teams.
tough games. I still think they're going to be tough
I mean, their
because
defense is always going to be good, but they
and
fucking suck.
Justin Fields and they got
He
um
sucks.
they
Garrett
got
Wilson.
Brees Hall. Like they got a decent squad. Like they're not going to be, a gimme. They're not
Yeah,
none of
they're
the
I
teams.
mean they're a decent squad, but I think it should be 2 wins. I mean,
Well, yeah,
let's be
that's the
real.
goal, but you never know. I mean, the Patriots always find a way, the last
The
couple of years.
Jets the Jets are the laughing stock of the NFL. So,
True.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
so
them
who
and
do
the
you
Browns.
so who do you think from the receiver room, Quinn? Who do you think like who's fighting the most for the last spot? Because let's be honest here, the guys that are making the wide receiver, like who's making the team, it's Bourne, Pop, Stefan, Kyle Williams, and that's 5 right there. And then Booty's probably making the team just because of how much Pete performed. And then I think
But
it's
then we
between
signed what's his name from the Bills? We signed
Mac Hollins is another. He's
Mac
definitely.
Hollins.
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
he'll be on the team for sure just because he's a red zone threat.
Who do you
Yeah.
who are the guys that are they're fighting for the roster spot?
Your Bakers of the world, your Polks. That and then who's that the
Chisholm,
Efton Chisholm or whatever?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I know a little bit I've seen in the media, but the Patriots fans have like they're like, oh, he's like a Welker type player, he's like an Edelman type player, like guys like that. And it'll be interesting to see if that is actually a valuable enough role for him to make the team. But like you said, with so many guys who are either established as veteran players or like young players coming out of the draft, like Kyle Williams, it's going to be really tough for him to carve out a spot.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with those three. I think it's like practice squad or maybe on maybe that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I think out of those three guys, I'd want to see. I'd probably want to see Baker and Chisholm battle it out more than
Hmm.
Polk because I think Polk is kind of a bum. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
Yeah, one thing that disappointed me about Polk, even in addition to his, receiving was not good, but the he didn't even do the things that he did well in college. Like they said, his run blocking was good, his IQ was good, stuff like that, and that didn't even translate into the NFL. Like his run
Yeah.
blocking was subpar, everything like that. Like his route running was not great at all. He couldn't catch when he was open, so it was really just everything fell apart for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that it was, but yeah, I mean,
I mean, some guys just aren't cut to make it in the league.
Quinn, what do you think Josh McDaniels is going to do differently that for Drake that Alex Van Pelt didn't do, or even like Mike Vrabel? What's he going to do differently that Gerard Mayo didn't do for Drake in the offense?
I mean, they're just going to bring experience. Like what Mayo and Van Pelt last year were missing. I mean, they just didn't have experience being in the position they were in, right? Even though they might have had, like Mayo, I'm sure was a great defensive coach, but he didn't have experience as a head coach. Van Pelt, I have no idea what he was. He was just a guy in the organization, but they didn't have experience working with a young quarterback like that. McDaniels has that. Vrabel has
Vrabel
that.
has
Like,
that.
right, they're used to bringing, like Vrabel especially is used to bringing a team that has younger guys on it that is rebuilding, so to speak, and playing well with them, right? I mean, like James pointed out, he brought some Titans teams that were a little bit shaky and he brought them to the playoffs. So I think really that experience, that guidance that the more experienced coaches have will go a long way for Drake May and his development this year.
Yeah, I agree for sure, for sure. I think that Vrabel really knows how to discipline the players, not in a bad way, but he knows how to get them like ready for camp and then ready for the preseason and then ready for regular season. And that's just how he is. And I like the way he talks. He like actually like is honest. He's not like Bill. Like he's not gonna like not say anything. Like he's actually gonna tell you like what's going on. And he's not like Gerard where he's like, well, Gerard lies on camera and he'll say like someone's sitting and then the other person's starting, like what he did with Stevenson and Gibson in the Cardinals game last year. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
Gerard
that
was
was a
ready for
mess.
sure. I don't think Gerard's ready was ready at all. But
I don't either.
one thing, there's no drama, which is awesome right now at the Patriots. There was a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna kind of get on this guy a little bit. But do you think Stephon Diggs will cause any problems like he did in Buffalo? And like, do you think that'll cause issues for the team? Like, do you think he's going to be that's going to happen if he doesn't? Because the Patriot way isn't getting like 6 catches, 100 yards every game for two tutties. It's it's winning the game. That's doing your job. Like it's not the same way as going to Buffalo or going to Baltimore or going to Kansas City or going wherever where you get the money and you get all the catches. It's about doing your job and for the team. Like Edelman says all the time. Like, do you think that's going to happen this year with Drake, like not throwing him the ball that what he wants?
I mean, I really hope that he knew when he was signing here that he just wasn't signing for money, right? He was signing here because he wanted to be a part of the team. Like he wanted to be a part of this organization and he wants to, be part of that culture. Um, and I hope that he won't cause trouble. But I mean, like we've seen with already some off-season stuff with him, and he has improved since then. But that off-season stuff on the boat, not off to a great start. It did get me a little bit worried.
Yeah,
But
but
the
I
training, a
don't
little bit of
care.
training camp stuff, he was a top target there. So I hope he gets enough to keep him happy and it doesn't become an issue. But unfortunately, I could see it becoming an issue.
But here's the thing. I don't give a shit about what the fuck he does on the boat. As long as that guy's helping us win football games, I could care less. Mike Vrabel could care less. Robert Kraft could care less. They don't
That's
give a
not what
shit.
Robert. That's not what Mike Vrabel said.
Yeah, but he's got to say that from a professional standpoint. From a human being standpoint, off the cameras, I'm sure Mike Vrabel doesn't give a fuck. As long as that guy's going to help his team win football games, that's all he cares about.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's all any coach cares
James,
about.
this
They
is
just
the
want to win.
organization that cut Antonio Brown after one
After
game.
one game.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
but this is different. Antonio Brown's actually a lunatic.
Stephon Diggs isn't?
Yeah, but he's not doing the same shit on social media and stuff that Antonio Brown is either.
Yeah, he's
Like
talking to Cardi B.
Antonio Brown legitimately has CTE.
Well,
Stephon
Steph
Diggs does
hasn't
not.
doesn't have it yet.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
No, but yeah, I mean,
We hope not.
we'll hope for the best. I mean, we love him. I mean, hopefully all that
I
stuff's
mean,
fine.
but
It's
fuck
it's
Joey, if we're
whatever.
being honest, I mean, I hate to say it because I wouldn't wish it upon anybody, but fuck Tua plays with CTE on a week to week basis.
Yeah. Yeah, I got two more questions and I'm good. So we have a new kicker. He's from U Miami. Do you is this a good sign or a bad sign knowing like I know kickers like it's not like special teams, no one cares about it, but at the end of the day, like we can't make kicks, like how do you expect us to win football games? But like do you think that this guy is going to be serviceable? I don't even know. His name's Andy Borregales. I don't know. He's from U Miami, but how important is he to this team?
I think his success is really important. I mean, you saw it 2 years ago with who was the guy who we had that we drafted pretty
Oh,
highly.
Rylan. He was
Des
terrible.
Ryland, right? And
Ryland.
then
Rounder on him.
he ended up going to the Cardinals last year and he was actually pretty good for them. But you saw that where he wasn't able to make the kicks that we needed him to, right? We lost a couple games on a few points where he missed a field goal or he missed a few extra points, right? And things like that, they add up. And same with Sly last year. He missed some big kicks in some important moments. So I've heard good things about this guy coming out of college. I didn't really watch a Miami game, but I think the fact that you haven't heard many negative things about him is a good sign. I mean, supposedly he had the best leg of any of the kickers in the draft. So I think he'll be solid for us. I don't think he can be a downgrade from Sly, who I thought was decent.
Yeah, he was serviceable.
Yeah.
I
I
have
mean,
one. Huh?
I can't
Go
say
ahead,
much
Jay.
about him, Joey, because I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, that's fine. I got one more question for you, Quinn. It's kind of we're running out of time a little bit, but the
Yep.
Patriots could use at least one or two more big time players, and I think James and what I'm talking about. Who would you rather have right now, like to bring in is Terry McLaurin or Trey Hendrickson? Like who's the guy that we need more?
I mean, our wide receiver room could always grow, but as we've talked about already, we have a crowded wide receiver room, albeit not with like crazy loaded talent. Um, so honestly, the Trey Hendrickson, if we were able to get him, I think it would add a ton to our pass rush. We've already beefed up our run defense, but our pass rush, we've only touched a little bit on, and I think him, and Keon White would be a great pairing and really would help us get pressure on the QB. So honestly, Trey Hendrickson would probably be my preferred signing.
I would have to agree just for the fact that, and Hendrickson's been in the league for a little bit too, so he's got experience.
Yeah, he's in Florida right now. He's not even in Cincinnati for camp.
Yeah, he
I
don't care
saw
nothing
that.
about the Bengals.
He's done.
Hey, bring him up to New England. Get him on a
It's
plane to
over.
Providence.
It's over. Get Robert Kraft on the phone.
James, James, we'll take over the management in a couple of years for John Kraft and Bob Kraft, all right?
Yeah, we will. Frickin' Robert Kraft's grandson.
James has to cut someone that come in. He's sorry. I have to inform you your time with the Patriots. It's over.
Drake
Pack your bags.
Drake May throws one interception. All right, he's out of here. I sent him to Cleveland for Dylan Gabriel
Yeah, and then we got
and four fifth rounders.
I think and then Henderson and Stevenson are going to be good with Gibson in our running back situation too.
I do too. I my honest prediction is I think Stevenson has a bounce back year this year.
I don't know. I think Henderson's going to take over, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean,
I have a feeling.
I think Ramondre is going to be better than he was last year, though.
Maybe. We'll see. But
Yeah,
we're running out of time.
yeah.
Quinn, um, Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he'll probably benefit a little bit from three like main running backs because he just won't get banged up as much. Because I felt like that hurt him last year a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big fumble guy.
Yeah,
In other words, Sox are up 6-5.
let's go.
All right,
Well,
boys. Quinn, it was a pleasure having you on talking about the Pats. We'll hopefully get you back on before the season starts. Me and James got to get our Pats stuff ready in like a month, right, James?